यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः. 5th chapter, 27th mantra, 27th shloka. अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः. श्रीभगवानुवाच स्पर्शान् कृत्वा बहिर्बाह्यान् चक्षुश्चैवान्तरे भ्रुवोः प्राणापानौ समौ कृत्वा नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यतेन्द्रिय मनो बुद्धिः मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः विगतेच्छा भयक्रोधः यः सदा मुक्त एव सः. So this 5th chapter primarily talked about these two sadhanas of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, and also talked about the lifestyle of Pravrutti and lifestyle of Nivrutti. Pravrutti means activity, active lifestyle, which is there generally with the householder, and this life of withdrawal, renunciation, which is generally characteristic of a sannyasi. So that two lifestyles also were talked about. And Bhagavan's message was that particular lifestyle is not a guarantee for moksha. Jnanam received through Jnana Yoga, that is the means for moksha. So we sometimes get obsessed with the external details and miss the essence. So Bhagavan wanted to highlight this. People generally think that if I become sannyasi, then only I can get moksha. Many householders have this thinking that we can get moksha only if we take sannyasa. That is not true. Yes, sannyasa may be helpful in pursuing knowledge, but sannyasa itself is not guarantee for moksha. Just because somebody took sannyasa, therefore he became free. Today, Shivaratri day, many people take sannyasa. So on Shivaratri day, he got moksha. There is no such thing. And we say both ways. A person who has not taken sannyasa can get moksha by jnanam. A person who has taken sannyasa may not get moksha if he does not get jnana. Both ways. Like person staying in the hostel may not get good rank if he does not study. And if a person staying at home also can get good rank if he studies well. So it is not necessary that you have to go to the hostel only to get good rank. Not necessary. So that idea Bhagavan highlighted. And he especially, Arjuna had craze for sannyasa. And therefore Bhagavan had to highlight this point. Then he talked about karma, karma yoga, then jnana yogas, the renunciation of karma based on wisdom. All those topics were discussed. And then 24 to 26 he talked about jnana phalam in the form of jivan mukti and videha mukti. Jivan mukti means free when person is alive, freedom while living. And videha mukti means continuation of freedom even after the fall of the body and not getting any more body. That is called videha mukti. Both were presented. Now from the 27th shloka, Bhagavan is showing the trailer for the next chapter. Like when one movie is going, the next movie is going to come. So they start showing the trailer. Trailer for the next arrival. And nowadays I don't know whether they do it, but in our time they do. They used to do it. That they play whatever movie is going. So outside also they'll put a board coming. Aa raha hai. So the movie will come. They will put the board. So we know the next movie is this. So similarly Bhagwan is doing like that. So 5th chapter is going now. 6th chapter is going to come. So he gives the trailer for the 6th chapter. And what is going to be the content of 6th chapter? Dhyana Yoga. So he is giving some details related to Dhyana. And he gives certain preparation required for successful meditation. And what is that? Sparshan kritva bahirbahyan chakshushchevantare bhruvoho. So fixing the eyes between the two eyebrows. It is a representative of not allowing the eyes to go here and there. Because eyes are highly distracting. Therefore, when these windows are open, people sometimes sitting there, they look here and there. Who is coming? Bird is coming, all this thing. Therefore, generally we keep it closed. But today it is open. I hope it will not be distracting. The eyes are very distracting. So, by showing this mastery over the eyes, the Damaha aspect is highlighted. So when one is meditating, if required, one can plug the ears, close the eyes. And Bhashyan Sparshan Bahi Kritva. Having kept external objects and people outside. Let outside people remain outside. What does it mean? I do not entertain thoughts about them. And generally we entertain thoughts about them when we have got some raga or dvesha, likes and dislikes. Some agenda is there, that this person should be like this. He should not behave like this. When that type of agenda is there, you think about the person. See, you do not think about so many people you meet. When you come here ashram, you will be seeing so many people. But they do not come to your mind next day. Why? You do not have any agenda. But suppose somebody was not dressed properly and you happen to be the inmate of the ashram. Oh, he should not have dressed like this. He should not come in shorts. Why people are not understanding? They are not having cultural exposure. All this. So next day it will come in meditation. So when you have got some agenda for the person, people, some hatred towards the person, complaints against the person, resistance to the behavior of people, then those people will come to your mind. In fact, most of the time we carry so many people in our head. My neighbor is not good, my in-laws are not good, by this, my friend circle, these people are not good. So we carry them. So we carry people because of our agenda for them. If we leave them alone, means we let them be what they are, then they will vacate our mind. Our mind will be light. That is called enlightened means what? Being light. So you keep people where they are. Let them be what they are. So that is called sparshan krutva bahirbahya. Letting people and objects be outside. Then prana pano samau krutva. Having this mastery over the breathing, having even breathing, smooth breathing. So if required, you can do some deep breathing and regularize this breathing. That is called prana pano samau krutva. Prana means exhalation, apana means inhalation. So both of them samau krutva, regularized. What prana? Nasabhyantara charino, which are moving in the nostril. So we are not talking about samana prana or other this vyana etc. We are talking about only this inhalation and exhalation. Then some more disciplines were talked about. Yatendriya mano buddhihi, mastery over the organs, mind and intellect. Mastery over the organs we just now we saw. Karmendriyas and Dhanendriyas, organs of action and organs of perception. Both of them are mastered. Means we withdraw the organs from their respective field. That is Indriya Yataha. Yatendriya. Then Manah means relatively mind is free from emotional outburst. So when you are sitting for meditation, your mind is not having any charged emotions, very powerful emotions. You are angry with somebody, or you have got some jealousy or discomfort, some intense sadness, then meditation will not be useful. People think that, oh, I am sad, therefore let me meditate. If sadness is something very mild, okay, but if it is very, very overwhelming, then meditation may not help. So before meditation, your mind, your emotional mind should be relatively free from disturbance. If you had a fight with your spouse, you cannot sit for meditation. I will not talk to you, I will sit for meditation. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Try if you want to try. Fight with your spouse. Don't fight. Sannyasi, I should not give such prescription. So, but when fight happens, it's not that I have to prescribe, it happens. So when it has happened, you try to meditate. It doesn't happen. Therefore, manaha, the mind should be relatively free. And buddhihi. Buddhihi means the intellect also is mastered. Intellect is mastered means intellect is convinced of the purpose of meditation. Otherwise, all of a sudden you will get a thought, why am I wasting my time? This is useless, this meditation. Why? Instead of I go and do some seva. And so much work, laundry is there, these things are to be clean. So let me do that. So if this thought comes, then your meditation will not be possible. So before you sit for meditation, your intellect should be well convinced that meditation has got this purpose. I need to fulfill that purpose. That meditation can help me in this manner. So this is called buddhi yataha, buddhi sanyama. Then moksha parayana. Person, when he meditates, his commitment should be for moksha. Not that if I am meditating, then somebody will take picture and it will come in Facebook. So Facebook you should not, for selfie etc. I don't know how people will do this meditation. Or you keep some camera in front of you and sit for meditation. So it should not be there. Meditation is a private affair. It is not for taking pictures or something. Meditation should be for moksha. Therefore moksha parayana. No other intention, no other goal in mind. And vigatecha bhayakrodha. Person is relatively free from desire, at least at that time. If you have some desire, I want to do this, I want to do this, then meditation will be obstructed by that. Therefore, at least during that time, you keep all desires aside. You tell your mind, whatever is to be done, I will do at appropriate time. Right now, I am available for meditation. Meditation is an appointment with oneself, with myself. And I respect this appointment. And when you are having one appointment, the other person has to wait, no? Suppose you are the manager or director, then you will have some 10 people have appointment with you. So when you are giving one appointment, other people have to wait. Similarly, when you are having appointment with yourself, which is a valuable appointment, then let other appointments with the world wait. That is called vigata ichha. We are not saying that I have become sannyasi. Even sannyasi have got so many things to be done. So we are not saying nothing is to be done, but right now nothing else to be done. Right now only meditation and meditation. So ichha. Otherwise you finish that work and sit. If you feel that no, so if I forget then I will have problems, so you finish as far as possible, most of the important things you finish and then sit for meditation. If something is very important to be done and you sit for meditation, that will come to your mind. So if it is possible, you finish it. But sometimes, Swamiji, if I keep on finishing meditation, will not have time. There is no time for meditation. All other things will take away time. So, you can finish some important things, and then when you sit for meditation, you suspend all other desires. You tell yourself, this is the time for myself. Alright, so Icha, Bhaya, that one should be relatively free from fear. If you are sitting on this table for meditation, you will have fear. What? By chance I doze off, I will fall down. So you should not you should not have such situation where fear is there. If you feel that the window is open, cat will come. So then please close the cat. So you should take care of all those particular avenues or the causes, possible causes of fear. Otherwise, what will happen? That your mind will go there only. It is not easy to focus on the object of meditation. So, if bhaya is there, then mind will go to that area. Therefore, you take care of this. Be in a safe environment. People say, I would go to the forest and meditate. If forest you go and this tiger sound comes from the distance, you will get up, jump. Tiger is 5 kilometers. In forest, your sound comes from very distance, big distance. You think that a lion is here. We have experienced this, so I know. So we had gone to the forest, lion forest. And so this lion will be some kilometers away. But the roaring is so much, we feel that it is somewhere here only. So therefore, if you are afraid of that, then don't go to the forest. It is better to meditate in your air-conditioned room. Or whatever room, air-conditioned or non-air-conditioned room, where you feel safe. You do not have any threat, possible threat. Close if possible, if required, close your room from inside. So nobody comes, or by chance if I am meditating, somebody comes and takes away my computer. So, because I will be absorbed in meditation. That's what we think. So, you take care of all these things. With bhaya, with the mind, the fraught with fear, you cannot meditate. So, vigata, ichha, bhaya. And as we have seen earlier, mana also, krodha. The mind filled with anger is not suitable for meditation. You resolve your anger and then sit for meditation. Whatever needs to be done for anger, you do it and then sit for meditation. So, vigata, ichha, bhaya, krodha. San yaha munihi bhavet. We have to correct like this. One who munihi bhavet means meditator. One who becomes meditator means one who meditates. Having taken care of these factors, yatendriya mano buddhihi moksha parayanaha vigatecha bhayakrodha, having taken care of all these factors, yaha munihi bhavet sada, one who meditates as much time as possible. Sada literally means always. One who meditates always. Always is not possible. We have so many other. But as much as possible. Saha, that person, muktaha eva. That person, sada muktaha. Sada goes with both. So one who meditates as much as possible, that person becomes free forever. What does it mean? When you do meditation, then your habitual error, identifying with the body, identifying with the mind, senses, that identification is resolved. And therefore, the jnanam that I am Nitya Mukta Brahma becomes real for you. It is a fact for you. It is assimilated by you. And because of that, what? You discover yourself to be ever free. By using the word Sada Muktaha, what is suggested is that Atma does not become free. Moksha is not a pursuit of becoming. Moksha is a discovery of freedom, owning up of freedom which is already there. It is not that you become free. If you become, then you will unbecome also. Like you become a manager, Then afterwards, after a few years, you have to unbecome manager. You have to retire. So anything which is in the form of becoming will end, will be stopped, will go away. And therefore, Vedanta is highlighting this point every now and then, that moksha is not a physical happening or is not a happening in terms of becoming somebody. What is it? It is owning up of your freedom. You are already free. It is something like in dream, you thought yourself to be imprisoned. You were very comfortably lying down in your bed, in your room, in your house. But you got a dream that you are imprisoned. And then when you discover, when you wake up, what you see? I was ever free. Even when I thought myself to be imprisoned, I was free. So Vedanta says, this Shravana Manana Nididhyasanam help you to own up your own freedom, which is all the time there. That is the speciality of Vedanta. Vedanta does not give you anything. Vedanta makes you discover what you already have. In fact, what you already are. And therefore, Sada Mukta eva saha. Now, in the next shloka, what is meditated upon, what is finally to be understood with assimilation, that is being talked about in the next shloka. Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam Sarvalokamaheshwaram Surudam Sarvabhutanam Jnatva Mam Shantim Richati. So the vision of Vedanta is Tat Tvam Asi. You are one with Ishvara. You and Ishvara are not two different entities. One and the same reality with limited adjunct, with limited medium of manifestation is called Jivaha, and same reality, existence, consciousness behind the total medium of manifestation is called Ishvara. So only difference is in the medium of reflection, not in the reality behind this reflection. And that is the message of the entire Vedanta. You are one with Ishvara. So you understand what? I am one with Ishvara. And that is assimilated through meditation. So that is said here, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Sarva Surudam Sarva Bhutanam Jnatva Mam Shantim Ruchati. So main sentence is Mam Jnatva, having understood me without any error or doubt, Ruchati, one attains what? Shantim, peace, abiding peace. Little bit peace in between two disturbances, we have got the gap, that is peace. That type of peace we experience. Between the two troubles, we have got some shanti. So one trouble came, then before other trouble came, in between there was some respite. That is what is generally known as shanti. People say, they say sometimes, some housewife, they say like this, Swamiji, I packed up my husband and I was quiet. So packed up husband, they say, use the word. Packing up husband means they prepare all these things, roti, etc. Gave him dabba and sent him off, then quiet. So we generally consider what? That between these two occupations or two troubles, we have got some gap. That gap is shanti. They say between these, the Friday evening and Monday morning, what is that? Vacation or the weekends. That is shanti. So generally we attribute shanti to this gap between the two disturbances. That is how we say. Before he came, everything was so quiet, Swamiji. After he came or she came, then so much disturbance. So here we are not talking about that Shanti. Shanti which is subject to coming and going. Some lady's name also is Shanti, no? So that Shanti comes and that Shanti goes away. We are not talking about that Shanti. Shanti which is all the time there as very true nature of myself. Vedanta is not talking about Shanti, the abiding Shanti, as absence of external disturbance. Vedanta is talking about Shanti which is there in spite of external disturbance. That is the real Shanti. And that Shanti, Pruchati, this wise person abides. When you attain that Shanti, own up that Shanti, then external disturbance or no disturbance doesn't matter to you. You are always Shanta. Like somebody doesn't have hearing, then what? Always Shanta. He doesn't hear. So, at least in that area Shanti. So similarly, this, not that wise person become deaf. That is not. Then nobody will get wisdom. So idea is that really when you have got less hearing, certain problems are not there. So when you remove hearing aid, then whatever sound people say, Swamiji, so much sound was there. Achha, what was there? Anyway, you become impervious. You become, foolproof. You become free from any impact of external situation. That is called Shanti, abiding peace. How one discovers? Jnatva. Having known Mam is Ishwaram, the Lord. And Bhagavan himself clarifies, who is me? Not Mr. Krishna. Sarva Loka Maheshwaram, the greatest Lord of all the worlds. We have got 14 worlds, 7 up, 7 down. Bhuhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Jana, Tapaha, Satyam, 7 up. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala. These are 7 down. So those 14 lokas, they are called Sarva Loka. Maheshwara means the greatest Lord of these 14 lokas, 14 worlds. And he is Yagna Tapasam Bhoktaram. He is the protector of Yagna and Tapas. All the rituals and all austerity, he is the protector. One meaning of Bhoktar is Tapas. Protector. So he is protector of all Yagna and Tapas. How? By giving the result of Yagna, by giving the result of Tapas, he is protecting. Like certain these chanting, certain music is protected. How? By encouraging those people, by honoring them, rewarding them, that culture will be maintained. Similarly, Bhagavan is maintaining Yagna and Tapas by giving the result of Yagna and Tapas. So that is one meaning of Bhoktaram. And same Paramatma is available as Jiva. And Jiva is doing this Yagna and doing the Tapas, and thereby is Bhoktaram. By performing the Yagna, by performing Tapas, he is protecting Yagna. And another meaning of Jiva being Bhokta, Jiva is receiving the result of Yagna and Tapas. So same Paramatma who is available as Jiva is Bhokta of Yagna and Tapas. Experiencer of the result of Yagna, the ritual and austerity. So that Paramatma who is protector of the rituals and tapas. And very beautiful word is Shrudam Sarva Bhutana. One who is selfless well-wisher of all living beings. Ishvara is selfless well-wisher of all living beings. This is a very beautiful name of Ishvara. Surut. In Vishnu Sahasranam also Surut. Surut means Pratyupakara Nirapekshataya Upakaroti. Nice explanation is given. Who is Surut? One who helps without expecting anything in return. That is called surut. Mitra is friend. Who is friend? Friend is one who helps expecting something in return. Whereas surut is little higher than that. Helps and does not expect anything. See, Bhagavan gives us rain, Bhagavan gives us air, etc. He doesn't expect that you should pay some bill. If you do it, you will be rewarded further. But just Bhagavan gives. Bhagavan gives karma phala. He doesn't charge. Otherwise, in this court, you have to pay the fees for getting the justice. Whatever is due to you, to get it, you have to pay fees. Whereas Bhagavan gives us the result of our karma, gives justice without charging any judiciary fees. That is why it's called surut. And more you see this aspect in your life, more you try to be surut, you will see connection with Ishvara. You will have great joy. When you do something without expecting anything in return, you will have great joy. When you are doing something, expecting something, there will be some joy. But it will not be that great. You are taking care of your children thinking that he will take care of me. Then joy will not be so much. I am teaching, so people will give dakshina. Joy will not be there. I give it. I teach because I enjoy teaching. Great joy. Just do it without expecting any material thing. Not even thanks. In fact, that is greater dhanam. Where you give it and that person will not even know that who has done it. See, sometimes we give some money, etc. to the people who are mentally challenged. They will not even understand that this person has given. So giving in such a manner where we do not expect anything in return, that is called being surut. There is a great joy in that. Because you are becoming one with Ishvara even at the level of Upadhi. So you feel identified with Ishvara. You become Ishvara in that respect. So it is very difficult, not that easy. Whenever we do, we have some expectation that at least they should give us receipt so that we can apply for ATG. That is there. Still, it is better than not giving at all. It is better. But when we give without any expecting, without even expecting this thanks, because we have got sometimes feeling that I have done this, but does this person know that I have done it? That type of expectation is there. That also is not there. Let that person not even know that I have done it. See, if that there is a place which is dirty, nobody is there. Would you like to clean that place? Nobody will know that you have cleaned it. You would like to start cleaning when somebody is likely to come. So you are cleaning and that somebody will come. No, I do it because Bhagavan has placed me in a situation where I can do it. That's all. I do it because I can do it. Bhagavan has given me the privilege of doing, therefore I do it. That is the surut. Whereas Ishvara is surut all the time, in absolute measure. This person will be surut sometime and to some extent surut, some extent a little bit mixed up. Whereas Ishvara is what? Sarva Bhutanam Surut. It is a nice way of looking at Ishvara. Instead of looking Ishvara as some frightening agency, in some religion they say Ishvara is jealous. They say Ishvara is jealous. Therefore, if you worship our Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Ishvara, our God will not like it. Ishvara is jealous. Whereas our Shastra says what? Surut. Look upon Ishvara as Surut. Ishvara is my well-wisher. If that thinking comes, no, Ishvara is my well-wisher, then you will have relative relaxation. Because Bhagavan is my well-wisher, so he cannot let me down. And therefore, he is giving me some training for certain situation. I am becoming a little lazy, so Bhagavan wants to invoke strength in me. If that is your thinking, then you will not be overwhelmed by any situation. You go through the situation thinking that Bhagavan is my well-wisher, Ishvara is my well-wisher. And he is well-wisher because he does Srushti Sthiti Laya without expecting anything. Therefore, Surudam Sarva Bhutanam. That Ishvara, knowing that Ishvara as finally oneself. Initially, I belong to Ishvara. Aham Tasya. Afterwards, he belongs to me. Saha Mama. That is second. And finally what? Aham Saha. Soham. That is the final one. So here that final one is given. Knowing that Ishvara as oneself, Shantim Ruchyati. One attains Shanti. So with this, the culmination of all sadhana is given in the form of knowing Ishvara as oneself. So with this we conclude the chapter. I will read this Pushpika and then you can follow. Repeat. Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sannyasa Yogo Nama Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Panchamodhyayah. So here Om Tat Sat. These are the three names of the Lord. In the 17th chapter it will come Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshaha brahmanas trividas sprutaha. So Paramatma is referred to by these three words. So therefore, after doing anything, we should say what? Om Tat Sat. It is a very auspicious completion of anything. With all said and done, what remains is Bhagavan. Whatever happened. Finally what? Remains is Bhagavan. So if you chant Om Tat Sat, then whatever mistake has been done in the ritual, etc., is made up. Because nobody can be perfect in anything. So what we do? Om Tat Sat. And afterwards, if you are following the Karma Yoga attitude, Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam Astu, Shivarpanam Astu, Krishnarpanam Astu. Alright, so here Om Tat Sat. Iti. Iti means thus ends Panchamaha Adhyayaha. Thus ends the 5th chapter, which is in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is equivalent to Upanishad, which is Brahma Vidya, the knowledge of Brahma, Yoga Shastra, the scripture dealing with the preparation, and this Bhagavad Gita, which is Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvada, the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. In that Bhagavad Gita, thus ends the 5th chapter. And what is it named? Sannyasa Yogo Nama or Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama. Both names are there. The chapter Nama means called. Called what? Sannyasa Yoga. Why this chapter is called Sannyasa Yoga? Here Yoga means the topic. This chapter is having the topic of Sannyasa, therefore it is called Sannyasa Yoga. It is not that this Sannyasa Yoga, Sadhya Sadhana is talked about. Sannyasa is the topic of this chapter, therefore it is called Sannyasa Yoga. And how Sannyasa is the topic? Arjuna had asked questions about Sannyasa. Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi. So he asked about Sannyasa. And Bhagavan talked about Sannyasa. 3 types of Sannyasa he talked about. First is Ashrama Sannyasa. Formal external Sannyasa. Person gives up all this family responsibility, gives up all possessions, and he formally takes sannyasa. That is called ashrama sannyasa. The renunciation in the form of accepting the 4th ashrama: brahmacharya, vanaprastha, grihastha, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. So that is called Ashrama Sannyasa. Second is Vairagya Lakshana Sannyasa, which is Antara Sannyasa. Inner Sannyasa. Bhagavan talked about this inner Sannyasa in this chapter very nicely. Neyasya Ditya Sannyasi Yona Dveshtina Kankshati. So may you know that person to be sannyasi who does not have raga and dvesha, who is not under the spell of raga and dvesha. So a being free from or renouncing the likes and dislikes, binding likes and dislikes, not coming under the spell of likes and dislikes, that is also sannyasa. Antara sannyasa, vairagya lakshana sannyasa. And for that you don't have to change the dress. Remaining in pant shirt also you can be this sannyasi. Third sannyasa is called vidvat sannyasa, renunciation of karma through knowledge. It is purely related to our wisdom. I am a karta atma. By this wisdom I become free from all karmas. That is called vidvat karma sannyasa. So one is ashrama sannyasa, other is vairagya lakshana antara sannyasa, and third is vidvat sannyasa. Vidvat sannyasa means renunciation through wisdom or renunciation by a wise person. So renunciation of karma by a wise person is vidvat sannyasa. Since these three sannyasa have been talked about in this chapter is called sannyasa yoga or karma sannyasa yoga, panchamo dhyaya. The summary of this chapter we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamidam